Hello and welcome back to Euro Transfer Talk, where we are back to round up the latest rumours and gossip surrounding the continent's best players. Remember to leave your thoughts about which of these moves is most likely to happen, spark some debate and have some fun in the comments. Let's get started. We kick off this week's roundup in West London ahead of what will be another massive week for Chelsea Football Club. Off the back of their comfortable 2-0 victory over Crystal Palace that sealed their path to a 5th FA Cup final in 6 years, the club are in a good place on the pitch. But off it there is still so much uncertainty, with final bids submitted by the 3 remaining potential owners on Monday after the Ricketts family withdrew their interest. Clarity is what the club's fans and players desperately need, with a number of stars supposedly considering their future at the Bridge. One player who hasn't been linked with a move away until now is Chelsea Academy graduate Reece, who has risen through the ranks to make 115 first-team appearances and become a regular at international level. Arguably one of the best right-backs in the world at just 22, it's no surprise that a number of top clubs have considered making a move for him, and according to the Mirror, Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti has placed him high on his wish list. The article claims that James's impressive performances against Los Blancos in Chelsea's quarter-final defeat have persuaded the 13-time European champions to make a move to sign him this summer, with Ancelotti supposedly having sent scouts to watch him 9 times in the flesh. With 3 years remaining on his deal and having shown no inclination to leave, we highly doubt Real Madrid will be able to prize James away from Stamford Bridge this summer, especially with Mbappe's potential arrival, unless they manage to offload numerous unwanted stars. But another factor here is that with new owners coming in, it won't be up to the current hierarchy to decide. The Athletic reported yesterday that whilst all 3 bidders are keen to retain long-serving director Marina Granovskaya, 2 of the bidders are interested in bringing Monaco sporting director Paul Mitchell in as technical director. Famed for his work at RB Leipzig and Spurs before that, if brought in, Mitchell will have some enormous decisions to make in his first few months, including rejecting overtures from Europe's most historic club for one of their best players. Can you see any way that James leaves though? Let us know down below. Next, we head to East Germany, where Christopher Nkunku's remarkable form shows no signs of slowing down. The 24-year-old provided his 19th assist of the season on Sunday for Dominik Szoboszlai, as his side RB Leipzig beat Leverkusen 1-0, to move up to 3rd with 4 games to go. Factor in 30 goals, including a brace against Atalanta, which sealed De Bullen's Europa League semi-final place on Thursday, and it's not difficult to see why the back pages have been filled with stories about his future. Surprisingly though, it appears that Nkunku is going to be gettable this summer, with German publication Bild reporting that Leipzig are only after a fee of around €62 million or £52 million to let him leave. We are aware that he only has 2 years remaining on his current deal, but given the fact he has excelled in the Champions League this season, scoring 7 goals including a hat-trick versus Man City, and has recently broken into the French setup, this appears to be an absolute bargain. There have been a number of clubs credited with an interest in the forward, who can play wide or through the middle, with PSG, Liverpool and Real Madrid all linked with a bid. But recently the biggest noises have come from Old Trafford, with interim boss Ralf Rangnick a known admirer of the former PSG Academy graduate. With Cavani leaving and Martial and Lingard, let alone Ronaldo and Rashford, almost certain to follow him out the door, signing a striker is imperative for United this summer. At €62 million, Nkunku would become United's 6th most expensive signing of all time, but we are willing to bet with the right personnel around him, he'd be worth it. One man whose name is constantly appearing in the gossip columns this season is Marco Asensio, with the Spaniard looking destined for an exit from Real Madrid this summer. The winger has flitted in and out of Carlo Ancelotti's plan, coming off the bench almost as often as he has started games in La Liga, and regularly being used as a substitute in the Champions League. He does have 8 goals to his name this term, his most ever in a single campaign for Los Blancos, but the 26-year-old is still not showing the level of consistency required to earn a future at the Bernabeu. The fact he didn't feature for a single minute across Real's epic triumph over Chelsea tells you everything you need to know about Ancelotti's opinion of Asensio. Fortunately for the Spanish international, there are plenty of sides prepared to give him the starring role he desires. One of those sides is AC Milan, with Calcio Mercato reporting at the weekend that negotiations are underway between the pair over a move to the Italian giants. Real Madrid are said to want €35 million for the Mallorcan. However, the fact his contract expires in 2023, plus Paolo Maldini's excellent relationship with Los Blancos, means a compromise on price is expected to be found. If not, Arsenal are waiting in the wings. Asensio's wage demands are proving to be a stumbling block for Milan, and the winger is all too aware that Arsenal are much better equipped to give him the pay packet he wants. Arsenal are keen on the attacker, with Mikel Arteta looking to bring in more firepower to add to his stuttering front line. Milan is said to be favourites for his signature, with the idea of becoming a star at the San Siro said to fascinate Asensio, but they will have to up their offer on wages soon, or risk the Gunners blowing them away. Next, we bring you the news that a whole host of European giants are chasing Man City's Bernardo Silva. Yes, according to Spanish outlet Vice, PSG, Juventus and Barcelona are keeping tabs on the versatile winger, all living in hope that he might want to move away from the Etihad. Silva has questioned his City career in the past. Last summer he admitted he was considering a move away from the club after falling down Pep Guardiola's pecking order, and only in March of this year the Portuguese international claimed he would like to return to his homeland in a year or two. However, he is under contract in Manchester until 2025. Meanwhile, a string of stunning performances that have delivered 11 goals and 5 assists in 43 appearances this term shows that Silva is back to his world-class best, meaning City will be keen not to lose him in a hurry. It therefore begs the question, who of these European rivals could actually prize him away from the Sky Blues? Silva would command a price well north of €50 million, which is money neither Juventus or Barcelona appear to have. The Blaugrana face another summer having to be tight with their coffers, while Juve splashed most of their transfer kitty on Dusan Vlahovic in the winter. That leaves just PSG, but in our opinion it seems unlikely that Silva would favour a move to France over his current situation. However, if Kylian Mbappe does end up parting from Le Parisien, then they will have cash to spend, and Bernardo Silva would certainly be a solid replacement for the Frenchman in the short term. We are struggling to see much truth in this story, but if you were Silva, what would you do? Stay at City or leave for a new adventure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We round off Euro transfer talk with the news you have all been waiting for. Erling Haaland's future looks like it is on the verge of being decided, with the race seeming to come down to either Man City or Real Madrid. And while we're sure his dad, former City player Alf Inge, will be happy, with the Borussia Dortmund striker reported to have agreed terms with Pep Guardiola's side. The deal would reportedly make the 21-year-old the highest paid Premier League player, earning over £500,000 a week, with the citizens ready to trigger his €75 million release clause, although the transfer fee was always the smallest concern in getting this move over the line. As recently as last week, Dortmund were adamant that nothing had been agreed, suggesting PSG were also in the hunt for the Norwegian, with Le Parisien attempting to fight off a superstar departure of their own in these coming weeks. Haaland, who was born in Leeds, continues to impress in the Bundesliga, with 82 goals in 85 appearances, ending a recent 5-game goal drought with a brace in a 6-1 drubbing of Wolfsburg this weekend. One cause for concern though is the Norwegian's injury record, having missed 28 games with various muscle problems since his arrival in Germany in January 2020. And that is supposedly part of the reason why Real Madrid have decided not to make a move quite yet for the elite forward. Beyond the salary eclipsing many of their starters, according to Goal, Los Blancos also have questions over his fitness, not wanting to fall into the same trap they have seen them rue the signings of both Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard. So whilst Florentino Perez and co remained interested in bringing Haaland to the Bernabeu, their decision not to relent to his representatives' demands seems to have seen the striker choose to head to Manchester instead. Do you think Haaland is making the right decision here? And if he does move, just how many goals will he bag in the Premier League next season? Let us know in the comments below. So guys, that was Euro transfer talk for another week. What did you guys think of the stories? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Erling Haaland will actually seal that move to Man City? And if not, why not? Let me know in the comments down below as ever, and I'll catch you next time.